LeBron still a very, very solid number 2 option. His streak of 25 point per game seasons was snapped.
I don't even think he's
20 straight seasons averaging over 25 points per game.
He's
Snapped
the
this year.
number
He only averaged 24.4.
Yeah.
Only averaged 24.4 this year.
Games.
Yeah, that's his fault.
Along with 8 assists, 8 rebounds. Played 70 games this year. In year 22, at 40 years old, Bron proved he could still be a high-level player. Will likely make an All-NBA team. But I need to ask from you 2 former players, Gil, you in your 40s as well, Swag. You'll be there soon enough. How absurd is it to see LeBron still playing at this level at 40 years old?
Bro, I stopped playing at that level at 30. So, so this is very impressive. History says it's impressive.
Yeah.
The history of basketball says this is actually impressive.
Who have we seen do it at this age?
It's a clone, bro.
Probably just Wilt is probably the only person who, Wilt and Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan was
Don't compare Wizards Jordan to this
Wizards
LeBron.
Jordan averaged 20. He was all right.
Doesn't matter. This LeBron doesn't even look bad. He looks incredible.
But no, Wizards Jordan didn't look bad either.
He looked very much like bootleg Jordan. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
Compared to Michael Jordan?
compared to before. But
Yeah, LeBron does not look like bootleg LeBron at all. Like he just looks like a little bit different, but he doesn't look slow, unathletic. I honestly think that he's currently still a little better than Luka. I understand that Luka's their number 1 scoring option and playmaker, but gun to my head, like I would rather have the ball in LeBron's hand, like at the end of a game, present day, which is insane because Luka's 25 and like the best player in the NBA, and you still have to think about it. Like you didn't have to think about that with Jordan on the Wizards.
but if we're comparing them to, but just history themselves, the 3 best players at this age is LeBron,
His numbers,
Jordan, and Wilt.
His numbers,
Wilt stopped playing at 36, though. So you know.
When did Tim Duncan stop?
Kareem.
Oh, Kareem. I'm sorry.
Kareem, fool.
No, he was still not that.
Kareem won a championship, right?
what were LeBron's numbers this year?
24.4, I think, 8 assists, around 8 rebounds.
Karl Malone. What was Karl?
Oh, Karl. That's
Karl Malone. Yeah, Karl Malone.
What about Tim Duncan? How old was Tim Duncan when he stopped?
So Duncan stopped. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right
38,
now for you.
39.
But stopped at 39. He only averaged 9 points per game, 9 and 7 his last year.
I hope LeBron goes as
Played
long as he
60
can
games.
without ever being
and
like a
bigger
bench
too.
player. But like I think he can do this for. He doesn't.
LeBron gonna be a coach one day, probably.
He's gonna be an owner.
That'd be hard.
Man.
That'd be hard.
The only thing I don't want to happen during this is LeBron take too much of a back seat where he gets comfortable. Because that age will creep up on you, you know. I think right now, I don't want him chilling too much. You know, it's too easy for him being that second or third option. You know, games like yesterday had, 12 points or something like that?
It's crazy to hear him be the second or third option.
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't want him being
Definitely not
comfortable
the
being
third.
that third option. That's
He's
all.
not
I'm
the third
comfortable
option.
with that.
No,
I'm
Is
comfortable.
he playing like, you don't want him playing
comfortable.
like slow and,
He's 40. I'm comfortable with
but
him.
he's not playing 40. We 40. He's not.
I'm 65. Okay. But I like the way LeBron's playing right now.
It's
Let Luka
great.
do all the heavy lifting, and then when that finals or Western Conference Finals, LeBron will have enough energy to take over.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was watching the Olympics this summer, I was like blown away at how like LeBron is clearly the best player on Team USA,
Right?
and like
Crazy.
totally dominating every key situation. And that was like 6 months ago. So
God bless America.
yeah.
When we was playing against him, I got close up. Like, I got to see his mind and how he played 3 straight seasons of playoffs. And that's where you really get to see a player up close because okay, he wants to do this, we're going to cut this off, how is he going to adjust? Right? So, as the Wizards, we threw everything at him.
You were like his rival.
Yeah, we doubled him. We're going to make him have 50 assists.
Yeah.
He had that and the 50 points.
Yeah.
All right, let's just make him, don't help, just make him a score. He did that and still found people, right? We really just tried everything against a young LeBron, not even a mature mind LeBron.
Yeah.
And he was moving through, us. So I kind of said, I remember I told like LeBron Prophet, if anybody ever, asked him, I said, man, when that dude is done, the day he leaves, he's gonna average probably about 19, 5, and 5.
I don't think
That's how easy it is for him.
Damn.
I mean, he doesn't. He still the eyeball test, he looks like one of the more athletic players in the NBA at 40.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy because you watch him at 40, you watch him his whole career.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, but even still, but comparatively to what we're seeing nowadays, it's still up there.
No, see, that's the problem. And that's why if you're not a basketball fan, then you're so amazed at how he looks now because you didn't really look at him then.
Yeah.
Like, he's not athletic. He's just still tall, right?
No, he was just like the biggest freak of all time back then.
His head was at the rim.
It doesn't matter. No one's
His head is at the net now.
I know.
So you can see he lost a lot.
No, but his
When
ability
he caught that one-hand live the other day?
Yeah. All
That's the only thing.
All fingertips.
His vertical.
No, he was up like this.
His vertical is just not what it used to be.
His speed, and that's what I'm saying.
His end-to-end speed is still crazy.
Because back then,
No.
he was that fast, that strong,
Yeah.
that it was so unreal. Today, because he's still faster than everybody, he looks like he's moving at this high-level speed.
He is.
Back then, he was running so fast that it wasn't, you blink, he was gone.
I know, but back
So
then.
that's why I said I watched it where he was coming down and you hit LeBron, you were done. I had to take a Toradol shot because he was running and I tried to stop him, messed my wrist up, couldn't shoot. So I had to take a Toradol shot just so I couldn't feel the pain. That's how fast he was moving. Dislocating shoulders.
I understand, but that means he's the fastest, most athletic player of all time, back in his prime, right? And then right now, he's not that. He's not the fastest, most athletic player of all time.
Yes.
He's still like a top 10 athlete as far as starters in the NBA. Like, sure, there are some athletic guys off the bench who can do crazy shit. I don't think people can run end to end and like actually make a play as fast as him presently.
That's why I be looking at him, I be like, yeah, he look old. Because I said all the time, oh shit, come on, old man, when he be coming down. Because I remember what that looked like then. So I see the big difference.
Yeah, you see it.
Right? I can see trust me, it's a big difference. When he jumps now, you can challenge it.
I just seen the
Then
windmill the other
Don't
day.
even think about even jumping up there.
I'm not saying it's not a big difference.
I'm not saying it's
but
not a big
he's
difference.
40 years old.
I know, but that's how far
That's
he was.
what I'm saying.
That's how far he was in front of everybody. Even when Vince jumped, when he was with the Hawks, you still did this because he jumped so high when he was younger. Even this knuckle dunk feared people.
The knuckle dunk.
Like, some guys, they just, they go from 44 to 40
Vince?
when the average is 40. Like, Vince outjumped Wiggins in summer.
I just
On a
think
jump
there's
test.
nothing about, for example, like Jason Tatum that like jumps out to me as like that much more athletic than LeBron right now.
He's not.
Dave,
Which is crazy.
I
Because
would
he's
just
like,
caution you to
No, he's not.
we have some issues with Boston Celtics fans over Tatum comments.
No, he's just
You were
talking
free to say
about
whatever
I'm just
you
saying,
want.
that's like a
Tatum hard.
26-year-old,
Tatum
like
could jump
prime
higher than
athlete,
LeBron.
6'10" guy who's like a superstar winning championships, and physically he's the same as 40-year-old LeBron. That's crazy.
No. They're not physical the same. That's just
Who, LeBron is better physically?
no.
I understand. It's not.
Who has a higher vert, you think?
Right now, I'll say Jason Tatum.
But the fact that you have to think
By a
about
lot.
it is crazy.
By a lot?
Yeah.
By a lot. Gil was doing some research.
Well, because he's younger and all that.
Yeah, I'm just young Tatum, but LeBron prides himself on taking care of his body. That brings us to our next topic. So during the NBA TV pregame show before the Lakers-Rockets game on Friday, showed a video of LeBron doing his pregame workout routine. LeBron was shirtless while doing it, which Hall of Famer Isiah Thomas was not a fan of. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
You gotta watch this.
I would never let one of my players walk out on the floor looking like this. I mean, we are a professional NBA league. We ain't summer league. We ain't at the YMCA.
Listen, I think coaches got to go back to suits.
Absolutely.
I just mean
Absolutely. I just think
college and pro.
I just think the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. And I look, I like LeBron, I'm a fan of his, so forth and so on. But to walk out on the floor before a game with no shirt on and shoot, I mean, come on, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we at?
So Zeke went on to say that Adam Silver should find LeBron for the shirtless workout. So after the Lakers beat the Rockets to lock up the 3 seed, Bron appeared to subtly acknowledge Isaiah's comments with the following tweet. So he posted, man, I was going to say something, but it's useless at this point in my career. Anyways, more important, congratulations, JJ, on a 50-win season in the West and postseason nod. That's fire.
See what I mean? Old motherfuckers.
And he gave him a
jealous of
salute.
this old motherfucker out there with his shirt off looking good. You see? They wish they could look
crazy.
like that.
Let it be known. So for context, this video was shot hours before the game. LeBron has been known to go shirtless during these game day workouts in the past.
There before everybody.
But is Isiah Thomas spitting or tripping saying LeBron's shirtless pregame warm-up was unprofessional?
I don't get that, man.
Tripping.
This was hours before the game. That video, they were
That's the problem with old heads, right? You know, back in their day, you know, they showing up the earliest 6 o'clock to a 7:30 game, right? So, yeah, when you came to the arena, it's you and your teammates, you know. So, and then there's staff members in there. When LeBron or Kobe came to arena, it's just them.
Yeah.
Right? So this is no different than practice to them, right? You're coming out there. There's no one actually in the gym but you, right? Maybe at some point during that workout when LeBron's supposed to be out here at 2:30, maybe the camera crew, but usually the camera crew's not even there,
You're probably setting up.
right?
Setting
The
up.
cheerleaders would be the first group, and they're before the camera crew, right? Like, you have to beg, like that means they have to beg the people to put the rims up. Because usually the rims are down, probably because the hockey team was in there. They just finished putting the floors in. It's shit like that. So that means the camera crew should be fined for even trying to capture this footage. That's who captured this footage. It's the camera crew pushing the on button because LeBron James is there.
Yep.
I mean, he was really kind of at the height of professionalism going there so early and like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you ever go to the gym at 2 o'clock? No, the answer's no.
And it's crazy because after the game, y'all be in the locker room with y'all shirts off and the media be interviewing y'all. So what's the difference?
That's the stuff the fans see.
That's
The
crazy.
fans see us with our shirts off doing interviews.
Yep.
There's not one fan that can say they seen LeBron James working out.
Meat watching
Crazy.
in the locker room
Nigga with a
postgame.
towel on, yeah.
Like, was it last year during the playoffs? It was last year during the playoffs when they were catching LeBron James coming to the arena at 1:30. Because they start hearing about it, like, he does what? So then the camera crews start showing up that early to get him walking in the arena.
Yeah, he shouldn't get fined for that though. That's like telling a man not to be a man.
Something about Isiah Thomas that seems to rub people the wrong way.
They used to wear them damn nut huggers. They should be fine too. Fucking showing the cuff of their ass while playing. What type of shit is that?
Like, I can say if this was at...
Those were the times, Swaggy. Those were the times.
If the gym opened up and the fans was in there...
If it was the layup line.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, the layup line, yeah.
But you're talking about this is actually his own time.
Yeah.
This is, you know what I mean? This is his own time. That means he had to take a cab there or drove there before anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Why waste the laundry?
It's weird. It is,
Why even say something about that?
So you guys are not supporting Isaiah?
no. Find a cameraman for turning on the camera.
Hell
They
no.
did that.
Not with the outfits they used to wear back in the day.
They were trendy and stylish in those times, Swaggy.
They had the
I
damn.
think his main point is that he probably feels deep down there's like a lack of care. And that lack of care is impacting people's perception on the game.
I can see that.
Which is fine, but like you pointed out, if we got somebody
I don't think
hours
LeBron's the guy to go after. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
think he's
hours
the
before the
opposite.
game, putting the
Yeah.
work in, literally perfecting my craft, being
Yeah.
at the gym way earlier than everybody else.
Yeah.
Does
No.
that kind of balance out the
Yeah,
unprofessional?
but he don't know that. He just watching the video.
Yeah.
He didn't even think about processing what he's seen.
But you can't see. He's thinking part of the bigger picture. And
The bigger
LeBron
picture
had to
is-
be
the bigger
straw
picture is-
that broke the camel's
The
back.
bigger picture, I'm here at 1:30. I'm here at 1:30.
I mean, he
I'm here
probably
before
took
every
cameras off.
coach. I'm here before the general manager. While everyone's eating lunch, I'm
know,
here.
but this-
that's like at a job.
feel like-
At a job, if you're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock and you're there at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm telling you about what you wore.
But
How dare I? Like literally, you want to come in sweats and flip flops, and I'm sitting here put a dress code on you, and you're not even on
On the clock.
On the clock.
Crazy.
He probably, it's unfair, and I think it's totally wrong.
probably just took
I'm
a
totally
shot.
on LeBron's side, but he probably, deep down right now is dissatisfied with the current state of like how much players care and like how it goes as far as like them moving around and like all types of things. And he looks at the current state of the NBA as LeBron's NBA. And he probably thinks that like LeBron is somewhat responsible for, everyone having their own personal brand and personal things, which I think is good for LeBron. He's like cracked the code as far as like not ever being owned by like all these people, and he's doing exactly what he wants, and he's being the best player of all time along the way, never doing anything like wrong ever, and just being the best man to everyone that he ever meets. I think LeBron is the wrong guy to go after.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the easiest because
It's the easiest.
It's like you blame him for everything that has nothing to do with him. Mm-hmm. Oh, they flopped. LeBron did it.
Well, he's been getting that his whole career. LeBron gets blamed for everything.
Anything that happens, you blame LeBron. But I can say, who did y'all follow back in the '90s for drinking and gambling? Because all y'all were drinkers and heavy gamblers. Who are y'all following then? But y'all not gonna give that responsibility to that person. Just being honest.
Well, I follow.
I mean, the yellow eye demons. That's what we call them, right? The yellow eye demons. Kidneys done.
A lot of people follow them, though.
Everybody followed. Everybody wanted to be a gambler. Everybody wanted to party and drink. And
there's no social media, so they couldn't
right.
get
So
caught.
who was the responsibility for that? I mean, nobody, huh? Everybody was their own man at that time, golfing and smoking cigars. Y'all all '90s golf because of one man.
Yeah.
Y'all all got golf memberships to this day because of only one man.
I'm gonna guess it wasn't Tiger Woods.
Yeah, they was golfing before the game. Like we're gonna do. He golfing. Let's go golf.
Yeah.
Before the game. But yeah, y'all don't give.
What about the people that follow Magic Johnson? Back in the day. Like,
They winners. They winners.
So
Everybody didn't just
They
follow
winners.
Jordan. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, everyone followed Jordan.
So we asked the chat if Isiah Thomas is spitting or tripping with his comments about LeBron shirtless workout being unprofessional. 87% of the chat said that he is tripping. So let's move on. Got to show Austin Reeves a little love. Coming off the best season.